security analyst Andy Mashaile, crime expert Willem Els, and political analyst Sipho Seepe say the current state of uneasiness requires President Cyril Ramaphosa to take South Africans into his confidence. It comes after the Presidency's communique that Ramaphosa will address the nation on Sunday at 7 p.m. on developments arising from alleged corruption and political interference in the South African Police Service. The experts are in agreement that the SAPS's shenanigans should be put through an independent commission of inquiry.
Some of the people involved report to him directly. Two, I am sure the President is going to say to us, I will look at the matter and I am going to invite a retired judge or retired judges or some lawyers so that they can give a hearing to all the sides that are involved, now going into the investigations mode, and the recommendations will come from that team that would have been assembled. I am not expecting the President himself to be sitting through and listening to all of those things. So those that would be identified and would be invited would obviously give the President some recommendations on the steps to take. But this is not very nice. This is a threat to national security.
I agree with Andy. You know, the President he almost dragged his feet to deal with a situation or this situation of this magnitude. This is very different from many of the previous ones that have been dealt with by the ruling party. And if they're going to deal with that in a similar fashion as they dealt with the others, like for instance with the state capture and the Zondo Commission, and then the very selective in the evidence, but also very selective in applying or adhering to any of the recommendations. So what we need now, we need swift justice. We need swift action from Parliament's side, from the President's side, because on the grassroots levels, I think the public and the man in the street is tired of these promises, and we need action.
Remember what Mkhwanazi says. It says that these allegations that are grave involve politicians. It involves members of the prosecution. It involves senior police. It also involves members of the judiciary. So when you look at how the matter was handled, initially the President told us that the money that was found in his farm were proceeds of sale, that he was in the business of selling. And later the story started changing. So what you saw is the President subjecting that process to what you call a process, which ultimately led to him being exonerated. Now imagine what Mkhwanazi has actually said. And as the film indicates, you also have a possibility where people who are going to look at this, who are in these committees, may also be implicated. So this is not going to bring comfort to the people of South Africa.